Is there a life before death? That's what we're going to talk about today. Yes, and you heard it correctly. We're not going to talk about life after, but before death. The question is there a life before death? This question has been with me all weekend long. Hello, everyone. My name is Doris Victoria, your soul empowerment coach. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Let's create a thriving community of like-minded souls, of truth seekers, light seekers, love givers and healers here on this planet. Let's just do it. So I want to share with you today one of my beautiful experiences. So when we are in the flow, every day is kind of like something very special. Every day we're meeting people, we're meeting opportunities, because the universe is just bringing us those opportunities and those people. So last Friday, it was new moon. I was fasting. I only drank lots and lots of water, warm water actually, to flush out all the toxins from my body. And I was passing by this coffee shop and I met a guy who has left a deep impression, because he was a truth seeker and he was walking the St. Jacob's path in Southern Europe, all the way from Austria to Santiago de Compostela. For those of you who know this path, it is kind of like a path that is bringing you from high vibrational vortex to high vibrational vortex. It's really high energy there, and it's partly through the Pyrenees. It's northern Spain. It is just beautiful. But the most beautiful thing about this area is really the high energy vortexes that are surrounding you and are giving you like lucid dreams and, you know, like aha moments about your life, where you're suddenly realizing why this person, for example, was in your life, or why this situation had to happen. So we started a really inspiring conversation, and he was bringing this question up: is there a life before death? And for me, this was wow. Why? Why did it leave such a deep impression? Because when I look at humanity, the way we have been raised, the way we have been conditioned by society, by our parents, you know, you go to school, you get a job, you build a house, you build a family. We're basically racing through life, following traditional or cultural or religious rules without realizing, without never even asking us the question, who am I? Why am I here? Is my perception about this world correct? Or is there maybe something that can be shifted so that I could be happier? Is my view about humankind or the world correct? Or is there maybe something that I need to adjust so that I can find the truth? So I think this question is so timely, because it is all about taking moments to doing the inner work, to kind of come home to our heart, and then, you know, asking questions. Okay, why did this situation happen to me? Why did this person came into my life? Why did she or he hurt me so much? Is there a reason? And why did I perceive her treatment as hurt? Or you might see something, you might see a situation that is not necessarily related to you, and yet you feel like you need to take sides, you know? So my entire life has been about truth seeking. Those of you who are following me, you know me. I have been asking myself these questions from early beginning. My wisdom came back very, very early. My perception was very, I mean, my sensory system was so developed that my mom called me the eagle eye, because I saw things that others wouldn't see, like little tiny details of change, you know, or I heard things that others wouldn't hear. So, for example, I hear at night when all is calm, I hear the music of the planets. And when I'm in a calm place and the sun is shining, or I'm under the moon, whatever, every vibrational being has music, so to speak. And I heard this music. And I always thought there was something wrong with me, but actually, no, there's nothing wrong with me, because this is what we will be feeling and hearing and seeing when we are on the other side again. The other side being our light body, our energy essence that never dies, the life after death. But today we're speaking about the life before death. So, when we are asking this question, is there a life before death? It is really about finding out who you are and why you are here. So, what is bringing you joy, for example? What is something that you would like to do? Maybe it is singing, maybe it's sculpturing, maybe it's, you know, creation of mosaics or art of any kind, or dancing, or you want to create a dance movement, or whatever it is. What is it within you that is not yet being lived because maybe you had been conditioned to race, you know, kind of like run through life fast, not even taking one moment, not even taking one break, and just, okay, let's just drop into our hearts. Let's drop into my heart and let's see, Spirit, what is it that I need to know now? How many of us are asking ourselves this question? How many of us are stopping consciously during the day? I mean, I have friends in my circle of friends. There are people who have this clock on their cell phone that is ringing every 45 minutes. And so every 45 minutes or so, they are reminded, oh, just breathe. You know, if they kind of get taken away by life, or maybe there are some issues in your life right now, or for mothers, it is very, very, I think mothers are the biggest, how can I say? Moms are so busy nowadays with their children, with school, bringing their kids, picking their kids up, you know, cleaning, cooking, being there for their husbands as well. I mean, how many women really take the time to sit down for about 30 minutes, have a cup of tea or coffee or just some water, whatever you like, and just breathe and then gaze into nature. Look at something that you usually don't look at. You know, masters have always been teaching us every day, do something that you have never done before. I would extend this to every day, be something that you have never been before. Be quiet, for example, or be meditative. You know, like when you drink your cup of tea, for example, look at how the tea develops in your cup. Take this time. It's all about time, because the linear timelines here on this planet that are, by the way, being replaced by multidimensional waves. You know, the linear timelines are more and more, all the linear systems at one point are going to fail because we are quantum. We are not linear. And you might have realized that in your life, everything is coming back in circles. You know, there is maybe a situation that you have been dealing with as a child, and then it's coming back when you're a teenager. And then it's coming back when you're adult, and you're like, hey, wait a moment, I thought I dealt with this. I thought I let it go. I thought I did the work, you know? Well, that's how life works. Everything is in circles. And that's the quantum timelines that we are living in and that are coming more and more. And so let's sharpen our awareness about what is going on around us. So when you're, for example, when you're on your way to work and you walk, maybe there's some people that I know, some guys are walking to their workplace because they're living close. And so walk consciously. You know, being spiritual is not a trend. It is just a way of living. It is a way of perceiving your environment, of perceiving yourself. It is a way of questioning what is surrounding you. Is this real? Okay, what is going on there energetically? You know, sharpen your senses. See more, hear more. Try to see things that you have never seen before. You know, try to go into a museum, for example, art that is of interest to you, or a natural museum, or go out into nature. I mean, my favorite place, as you can see, my favorite place still is nature, because when I'm in nature, I feel seen, I feel heard, I see, I hear. It's like I'm with family. Nature is my larger kinship. Of course, I have my blood family and my spiritual family, but nature is my extended family, and I love being with family, especially supportive family that is non-judgmental and happy and kind and is teaching me and supporting me and cheering me on to speak my own truth and to sing my own music, like the birds around me. The birds are singing their song, and as the birds are singing their song, we shall never forget to bring our music from within into this world, because this is what the world needs. This is what's going to inspire the world in the end, something different. And you know, humankind is very much against changes. Change always kind of like represents a challenge, but change is actually positive. And who knows, there might be something that you learn, there might be something new that you are seeing that you have never seen before, and it will inspire you. Like, I'm inspired. You know, when I hear the birds, I'm always reminded, and I've been teaching this since years now, that like every bird is singing their truth, we are invited to sing our song. So what is your song? Ask yourself the question, is there a life before death? And if so, how would you choose to live this life? And are you already living this life? What are some baby steps that you can do right now to live that life? Not the life that has been planned for you or that has been imagined for you by your parents, maybe by their unfulfilled dreams, or by a religion, or, as I said, cultures, you know, the larger environment. What is it that you want? How is it that you want to live your life? And if today was your last day here on earth, what would you regret that you hadn't done? And then take this very thing and start doing it right now. Don't waste any more time. Sing your music. Be yourself. And bring the beauty of your own divinity back into this world. And don't be afraid of change. Remember, humans, you know, remember that saying that everything that is different at the very beginning, every change or everything that's different or a new idea at first is violently opposed, then it is being ridiculed and downgraded, and third, it is accepted as self-evidence. So don't be afraid if the people around you are not supporting your dreams. You know, seek people, seek communities with people that are supportive of your dreams, or just go out in nature, because nature will always support everything that you're doing. Nature will always be the loving mother, the unconditionally loving mother that maybe you never had, you know? But remember that you're precious. Remember that you're deeply loved. And even though some change is required in your life, don't be afraid. Go. And remember Osho's words, courage is a love affair with the unknown. So don't be afraid of the unknown. Look at the bird. You know, birds wake up in the morning and they don't have a full fridge like we do. They just go out and fly and see what they find to eat. And because the universe is loving and abundant and generous, it will always give us what we need. And there's something else I want to share with you, and then we're going to finish our today's video. When I was asking that guy that was walking as a pilgrim this St. Jacob's path, I was asking him, so what is the most beautiful thing that you learned on your journey, on your, I don't know how many kilometers, I think more than 1,000 walk? And he said that we never really have to worry about anything, that we always are being given what we need. We're always being given what we need. Worry is just something that we learn from, that we pick up from our environment, but it's not the truth. Worry is just wasted energy. So What I learned, said that guy, is that we never really have to worry, that everything is being given when you need it and even more, at the right time, in the right moment. And that reminded me of another dear friend that I have, and she walked the St. Jacob's Path as well. And I remember how she was telling me that beautiful story about the potato, her potato story. So she was walking on that path, and she said she had nothing else to eat. She had water with her, but she had nothing to eat. And she was trying to find a place, and she so wanted to eat potato, just wanted to have the taste of a potato in her mouth. And so she was walking and walking, and there were no restaurants and there were no homes that invited her. And she was thinking about that potato, but she kind of like had given up on it. And she said, you know what, I have my water. I'm going to be fine for tonight. I will just drink warm water. And so at one moment, she suddenly saw something as she gazed on the path next to her. And it was a big potato, just one. There was just one potato. It was there. It was right there. Like somebody, I don't know, if somebody lost it. We were then thinking about how did it get there? And she was like, magic. So she took that potato. She told me she had her little gas cooker with her so that she could heat up water at night when it was cold. And she said she cooked that potato in water, and she never had such an amazing potato in her life. And that for me it was just reminding me when that guy said you never really have to worry about anything. And then my friend's potato story came back into my mind, and I was like, yeah, you know what, that's true. So I hope this is inspiring you, dear one. Think about this question. What is the life you want to live before you're going home? All my love to you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with people that need this inspiration or that need hope in their day-to-day life. Let's share more love with each other, shall we? So I'm seeing you in the next video. I'm looking forward to see you again. Blessings until then, and be well. Bye for now.